Alright everyone, it's Sam here. Welcome back to Season 5 of Formula Xbox. We're here for round 2 today in Malaysia. In the previous race we got our season off to a pretty bad start in Australia. We only finished 11th out of 11 then because we messed up the strategy quite a bit. What with it being a sort of wet to dry race, except it didn't really go to dry, and that's where I kind of went wrong in that race. And yeah, we're here at Malaysia where we're kind of expecting the same really. Well, you'd expect there to be some wet weather of some kind at least anyway at Malaysia, and I better hope that I don't make any kind of stupid mistakes for a second race in a row then, and hopefully finally get some points on the board, because yeah, the start in Australia certainly wasn't the one that I was looking for. And you know, here then in Malaysia, and it did actually rain in this qualifying. This is my first lap, as you can see, and yeah, this was the only quick time I actually had time to put in, because I kind of made a little bit of a mistake on my second lap when it was just starting to spit with rain, and because I saw I was making a mistake and that I wouldn't have probably wouldn't have time to get back round again, I aborted that lap and tried to get another one as quickly as possible, but it was just too wet by that time. So yeah, this first lap that I did was my only chance I had to set a competitive time in this, and it didn't go as great as I wanted it to go. I think the days gone where this is one of my best tracks. I mean, I still enjoy it quite a lot, but it just didn't give me good result, it seems, nowadays, as we were provisionally 4th, and in the end it's 10th, and you can see how wet it was at this stage actually. So yeah, there was no chance again in any quick times after that. For racing on pole once again from RSGM and GFX Massa. So here we are then on the grid, and yeah, there we are in 10th, and you can see there's a gap a little way up ahead of us because CK Defines got disconnected before the race started. So yeah, that's one that's person for us to have to worry about getting ahead of us. We got the lights coming on now then, and we're away in Malaysia, and well, it's not a very good start for us here, and Justin Miller's actually had a very good start there, and he's passed us, and he looks like he's passed Case Legend as well then. So we head towards turn 1 and on the brakes and decide to go to the inside line, and you can see it's again very messy in front of us, a lot of wheel banging, but it seems everyone's got away with it, as we're going to try and go around the outside here in turn 2, but we didn't really gain anything from it, and there was a yellow flag for no reason there. And yeah, we're still in 10th place then, so it's not really the start we wanted, seeing as we automatically gained a place at the start. But we're looking to go on the outside here in turn 4, and it looks like it's worked out for us a bit here, because we're up to 9th. It looks like we've got a good run on Justin Zinker here, and we're up into 8th place then. But then turn 6 we just got that completely wrong, because there's no grip out there, and we're back down to 9th. And yeah, so it's not been the worst start then, as we're going to be passed again by Case Legend here. I think that he's quite a bit quicker than me in this, so he probably will be getting past me quite soon, as he tried to do it around the outside in turn 9 there, but didn't work. But he's got the inside line for 10 and 11 now, so it'll be a pretty straightforward move for him. So I've run a bit wide there, and so did he actually. I think I kind of well, yeah, he ran wide, and it caused me to run wide a little bit. But then Kev was also having a look at me now into the his penultimate corner, and he can't quite pull it off there. So yeah, we lived to fight another day then in 10th place, and I think he was on the prime tyres at this stage, so we should be able to pull away from him now. And we're skipping to lap 3, where it's now Drastic Midget ahead of us, but he's made a mistake there in the penultimate corner. We could punish him for this one, as we're going to be right behind him now with DRS as well. So yeah, let's see what we can do here. He's pulling right over to the inside line, and so we're just going to take the outside racing line, and we should have more confidence on the brakes ends. We're on the racing line, and we do manage to just about run the outside, but then he manages to fight back on the inside. There's a little bit of wheel banging, and he gets the DRS, which is just great. So it doesn't look like we're going to be passing him on this lap then, because we're heading down the pitch straight and into turn 1. There's no chance for us to pass him, what with him defending with the DRS. And skipping on to the next lap there, I've got a very good chance once again, and yeah, DRS once again, but not quite as close. But we're sort of pulling him in quite a bit as we got towards the end of the straight, and couldn't quite go around the outside, and he curved the inside very well there. So You're going to have to try and pull off the move down the pit straight instead. At least this time I do have DRS, and he's moving right over to the left hand side there. I'm not sure why. I don't know if he was going to try and do a cutback or get the inside line for turn 2, but we're on the inside for 1. And it looks like we've got the move done, and I sort of chop his nose off a little bit there in turn 2. I mean, I was quite lucky actually that wasn't an incident, because I did cut across quite a bit, but he's still there right behind us as we head around turn 3, and now he's on the outside for turn 4, but that is of course a racing line, so he might be able to go out or outside here, and he does very comfortably go through into P9 then. So yeah, there's a nice little battle there for P9, and we're going to skip now to later on in the lap, I think. Yeah, because he's going to pit in at this stage, and I stayed out, so at that point I realised that I probably wasn't going to end up ahead of him here, because yeah, he'd have fresh tyres when he got out of the pits. And skip in to later on in lap 6 then, where we're back behind Casey Legend again. I think he made a mistake, but I didn't see what happened to him, so yeah, we just find ourselves kind of behind him here, and we've got DRS, so we might have a chance to pass him here then on the outside into the final corner. I'm going in the pits, so I can carry a lot more speed in there, and yeah, I'm up in 8th place, but it's hard to tell, because at this point it looks like he wasn't coming in. There's a little bit of a lag thing going on, I think, because I come to the pits, and now suddenly we're going to see that he is actually right behind me, so yeah, that was a bit odd. I mean, I didn't have any other kind of problems with lag in that race, but that was the only thing I kind of saw that was a bit odd. But in we come then for our stop, and there was actually rain forecast, but Malaysia can't afford weather radars anymore, so I had no idea. And we've been held for Casey Legend, that's great. But as I said, I think he was quicker than me in this race, so he probably would have ended up ahead anyway. As out we come then in P11, and of course when Kev rejoins, he's going to be on option tyres, so we're going to have to worry about him as well, and we have to be careful that we're not going to go another race without scoring points then. But as the rain starts to come down, people started coming for a second time. Drastic Midget coming in there, and I think people have got a bit confused actually. They thought they could stay out on dry tyres, but then realised they had to stop again to because they couldn't do like option as a Pro Racing. I think he rage quit there, I'm not sure about that. I just saw like a dust cloud there, so I kind of guessed that he did. We're up into 8th place, and yeah, on lap 12, coming up to the back of Formula Moss, who had an incident with RS Drem at front. He kind of did the opposite of me, I think. He's tried to stay out on options until it rained, and that's kind of the opposite of what I did last week, where I tried to stay out on inters until it got dry, and in both cases it didn't work out. And yeah, as I was saying, I think some people tried to do option because they thought that if it rained they wouldn't have to use the prime tyres, but the thing is, it never got wet enough for intermediate, so can't do that. And me and Kev both benefited a lot from that, and we're about to start the final lap now, and Kev has finally caught right up to the back of me here. You can see Justin's Inca's in the pits, so that's 6th place for us now then. But it looks like we're going to lose it straight away here as Kev coming up our inside. He had DRS, and if I can hang that on around the outside, then I'll have the inside for 2. There's a little bit of wheel banging there as well. My driver throws his hand up when I'd rather he had his hands on the wheel, to be honest, as we head through turn 2. And yeah, we've managed to hang on to the place for now, and not far behind GFX Massive, but he just pitted because he was one of those people I was talking about. And Kev's looking on our inside, but we managed to hold it running outside, and it's looking like it's going to be a lap long battle now to the flag, as Kev on the faster tyres, but of course he's been on them for a fair few laps now, so they'll be getting pretty old, so that might help us here a little bit. And I think it was only at like this point here that I realised we were actually on the final lap, because I was too busy focusing on hanging on to this position that I didn't even realise. And yeah, I went quite defensive in turn 10. That almost gave him a chance on the exit there, but we seem to have held on to it well, and there's not really much of a chance of lunging at the inside into turn 11 there. But yeah, there's still one more DRS zone to go, all 2, but only 1 really that's going to be effective. Silent Mole's already won the race then, but this battle for 6 is still going. Only, well, a corner to go, and this DRS straight now. We're just going to have to hope that we can hang on here. It's Marussia, Ferrari against Ferrari, as Martin Brundle would probably say. As Kev coming up our inside now then into the final corner. Can we hang on around the outside? It's so close here, there's almost contact again, and it looks like we have just about hung on to this then as we come across the line, and it's going to be 6th place in our first points of the season. But a great battle there at the end with Kev, And yeah, that was a lot of fun actually, that battle. And this race in general actually was quite fun because had a few good battles, no lag involved, and yeah, pretty good. So I got my wins then from RSGem and Mr. Jokers. And yep, that's it for this race. If you enjoyed it, leave a like. See you next time for Bahrain. Thanks for watching and goodbye.